Respect. You know, in life, we come to terms. Everybody's not dealt the same unfair share hand when it comes to parents or the genuine ship compassion that a parent shows up for their child, regardless of a misunderstanding day, good day, bad day, just because days. Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate that people do pass on, and you have people who are present in their kids' life, and then you have people who don't want to participate in their children's life, and then you have people who are sometimey in and out of their children's lives. Regardless of how old you are, your disability, your sexual orientation, your religion, your beliefs, everybody needs their parent. You know, it's not about being your parents' best friend or y'all friends and all that. It's not about that. It's a bond that can never be broken. That's not supposed to be broken. To understand what respect looks like. You know, it's unfortunate that people who genuinely want kids are not expressing disrespect towards their child that they brought into this world. That energy hit different compared to a parent who disrespects their child and doesn't want to take accountability for their actions and blames their child because they can't face their own music. You know, in life, we have to accept what's genuine growth looks like, especially to the ones who had those parents that were missing in their lives. The sometimey ones, or the ones who didn't want to be bothered at all, or the ones who had too many excuses because their money was looking funny when you was just a child. Ain't nobody thinking about money at the end of the day. Having a genuine bond is bigger than money. Money cannot buy a genuine, unique, authentic bond that was supposed to be. That unfair share hand that you got dealt because you had that absent parent who felt like you was the problem or felt like, okay, well, I don't deal with your parent, your other parent, I can't deal with you type of energy. Or you have that parent who has so much hate towards the other parent, you never knew what a genuine, loving home looks like, let alone respect. You know, in life, we come to terms that when people show up for each other, they show up for each other in a healthy way, when it's genuine. Regardless if your folks is deceased or they're not, a feeling unexplainable, only an unbroken soul will be able to identify what it feels like not to have a parent present because of their ways, because of the parent ways, or because the parent's deceased. You know, finding healthy balance within yourself to come to terms as to how do you balance everything out when it comes to life. You know, those meaningless conversations that you had to try to fix something, those pointless conversations you was trying to have to fix something, it only distanced you, but it made you stronger. to show you wow. In some cases, not a lot of people are like this, mentally strong. Some people need their parents. Some people rely on their parents. And some people were dealt an unfair share hand, what it feels like not to understand what that bond genuinely looks like. But to show up for themselves in a healthy way. No disrespect. Respect. You know, in some cases, some people are overlooked, you know, because of somebody's poor past judgment on their own child. You know, never allow somebody to suck you out of your thought process because they projecting energy on you at the end of the day when that's not who you genuinely are. All you wanted to do was all you wanted was somebody to genuinely love you. If you made mistakes or whatever the case may be, yada yada. What child is not? That's where the parent comes in to nurture that child, right? Not to let that child feel less of a person at the end of the day. You know, it's called respect. And respect is a two-way street. If respect is reciprocated one side, that situation ain't for you. And I say that respectfully. To be in a broken home where you didn't know what love looked like up close in person at the end of the day, leave innocent people alone because of your misunderstanding upbringing. Respectfully. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. One day, you'll be able to genuinely be happy instead of miserable. Respect. You know, in some cases, when you have that unfit parent or that parent who feel like, okay, well, I did the best that I thought I could do at the end of the day, you gotta remember at the end of the day, they had abandonment issues themselves. Some cases. They didn't know how to show up for their child. But as time progressed, you learning yourself as well as you learning that child at the end of the day, that bond is supposed to grow. But when that guardian does not want that bond to grow at the end of the day, you're left confused. You never heard I love you. You never heard are you okay genuinely? You didn't know what it feels like for somebody to genuinely show up for you. You don't know what that feels like. So when somebody genuinely shows up for you, you're in a state of shock because when you looked at the bleachers, they were empty with none of your folks. You are brave. You are strong, regardless of what your situation is. You are worthy. Continue to allow your best self vision to show up because you matter, regardless to who gave up on you or not. Don't give up on yourself. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to acknowledge that you love yourself. It's okay to acknowledge that, yes, I'm going to respect myself a lot more better than I did yesterday. It's okay to acknowledge, okay, I need to reevaluate myself in a healthy way. It's okay that I put myself first to acknowledge if I don't get better for myself, how am I able to make sure everybody else around me is okay? Just take an hour of your time out of the day. Put yourself first. It's 24 hours in a day. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you deserve to be treated with respect 365 days because you are worthy. It's only an excuse when you allow it to be an excuse because you don't want to show it for yourself. But you have to see it for yourself to allow your best self vision to show up because you matter. Love yourself, love yourself. Now you genuine love, respect.